me and sustained me in my feeble efforts here to turn the tide of opinion in the Senate. First, I've walked across the street. They're my heroes. And I will never forget the remarkable courage and patriotism that reverberated in the fervor of their messages. I gave them hope because they love this country and they love this Constitution. Senators all know that. The people out there love this Constitution. They love this Constitution. The people out there do. So they're my heroes. As the Apostle Paul, that great apostle, said, I have fought a good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith. There are Americans all across this country, in every state of this union, who have joined in spirit with me and with a small band of like-minded senators in fighting the good fight. We could stay here on this floor and continue to fight. They say, well, we might stay here till 4:30 in the morning. Come on! Come on! I am thinking of the words of Fitzjames in The Lady of the Lake when he stood there before Broderick and said, come one, come all, this rock shall fly from its firm base as soon as I. So come on, let's see the clock turn 4:30 in the morning. Who cares what time it is, as long as we're speaking for our country. So I say to the distinguished senator who presides over this chamber tonight, whose forebear and ancestral relative signed his name at the Constitutional Convention on September 17, 1787. His name was Dayton. Dayton, Jonathan Dayton. And this is his relative who presides over the Senate at this moment. So, we could continue this fight. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there are several checkpoints, I'll call them checkpoints, at which under the rules I could cause the Senate to have to go through another cloture and another 72 hours. I could do that. And I would have no hesitancy, not any, in doing it, if I did not know that the Senate has already spoken. There is a point at which it becomes time to accept reality and to regroup. It is clear that we have lost this battle in the Senate. The next front is the White House. And I urge all those people who are following the debate out there and who have encouraged me in my efforts and have encouraged the other senators who have stayed with me firmly, without faltering, without fainting, and without wavering. I urge the people to keep on in their behalf who have encouraged us in our efforts. I urge them to turn their attention to the President of the United States. Call him. Write him. Email him. Urge him to heed the Constitution and not short-circuit this Constitution by exercising the broad grant of authority that the Iraq resolution provides. The President has said on many occasions that he has not yet made up his mind to go to war. Ha ha! And here we are, we've been stampeded into this moment when we will soon approve this resolution. And let me say again, there are several checkpoints at which we could have played this record over and over and again. For example, the title of the resolution could be amended. How about that? And then there's going to be a House resolution come over to this body. And there's going to be a request, I suppose, after the Senate votes on that resolution, a request to insert the words of the Senate, which are likewise the same words, so that it will have a House number. And there would have been a place. I won't go through all these places. But we could fight on. No, we wouldn't finish at 4:30 tomorrow morning. We wouldn't finish it at 4:30 the next morning if we wanted to. I hope that the leadership and the senators will all understand that. I'm not bragging. Dizzy Dean said it's all right to brag if you've done it. We can do that. We can do that. But what good would it do? What good would it do? The course of destiny has already been set by this Senate. So, the President has said on many occasions that he has not made up his mind to go to war. When he does make up his mind, if he does, then he should come back to Congress and seek formal authorization. Let those high-powered lawyers of the White House tell him otherwise. They're going to stand by their client, I suppose. But they didn't go to the same law school I went to. They probably didn't have to work as hard as I had to work. Their wives may not have worked as hard to put me through law school as my wife. And well, so much for that. Let him come back to the Congress for authorization. Now, Mr. President, I continue to have faith in our system of government. It works. I continue to have faith in the basic values that shape this country, this nation. Ours was a great country before it became a great nation. Those values do not include striking first at other countries, at other nations. Those values do not include using our position as the strongest and most formidable nation in the world to bully and intimidate other nations. There are no preemptive strikes in the language of the Constitution. I don't care what other senators say. Those values do not include putting other nations on an enemy's list so that we can justify preemptive military strikes. Were I not to believe in the inherent ability of the Constitution to withstand the folly of such actions as the Senate is about to take, I would not stop fighting. Yeah, he's 85. 85. I'll be 85 and 85 years old. 41 days from now, if the good Lord lets me live. But don't you think for a moment I can't stand on this floor all the rest of this night. I like to fight when I'm fighting for the Constitution and for this institution. I'll fight until I drop. Yeah, fight until they hack my flesh to the bone. And I would fight with every fiber in my body, every ounce of my energy, with every parliamentary tool at my disposal, and there are parliamentary tools at my disposal. Don't you ever think there aren't?